Hi, I'm Tessa. In October 2018, I played my first ever escape room and came out finally realising that I had discovered what I wanted to do with my life. It only took me 58 years. I had had a small legacy from my parents, so I decided to spend it devising an escape room. 9 months later, and it was a bit like a birth, all the sleepless nights and concern for the future, I opened One Way Out Escape Rooms in Oakham, a market town in England's smallest county of Rutland, right in the middle of England. Check out onewayoutescape.com for more information. I've now been open 3.5 years and I have 8 games, 3 permanent, 3 seasonal and 2 portable. I have various wonderful characters who help me in my escape room. Let me introduce you to them.
Oh, hello, my name's Tracy, and I like to surprise people when they come to play our murder mystery game that's called Framed. So I jump out at them and shove them into Charlie's party to try and find out what's been going on in there. Yeah, so my typical day is I like to do my hair, keep it nice and green, yeah, and I like to watch a bit of Grey's Anatomy on the telly and listen out for people who come in to play Framed. That's my job. What's your typical day then, Tess?
Well, if it's a busy day, I cycle half an hour to the escape room to run my games. In between games, there's usually something to tweak or fix or update or clean. I like to email every group personally after their game, and of course there's the booking, logistics, phone inquiries, and social media updates to take care of. When we have larger groups or need to run more than one game at once, I have a team of loyal staff to help me. Ellie, Jess, Joan, James, Amelia, Lewis and Molly. Then I cycle home down country lanes in the dark and look out for owls and badgers. When it's not busy, I live the rest of my life, although my arrangements are often last minute and always STG, subject to games. Now, let me introduce you to Professor Watermesser.
I am the professor and this is my beautiful laboratory. I am trying to splice the DNA of plants with humans so that people will have green skin and be able to photosynthesize. Unfortunately, sometimes when I leave my lab, stupid people come in here and mess it up and spill chemicals all over the place. I'm always catching them in here. What's your favourite thing to do in your job, Tess?
Well, after 6 o'clock in the morning starts when I was teaching, it is a daily privilege for me to get up late in time for an 11 o'clock game. That is a real treat. No, but seriously, I love the flexibility. I can open or close games when I want. And the hilarity. I have a quotes wall. Things players have said during games which have amused me. Things like, do people get divorced in this room? Or, be careful ladies, this could hurt. Or, we have little balls. Speak for yourself. I also love inventing new characters to appear in my games. Here's another one. She's been eating too many rhyming sweets out of my rhyming room, so she always speaks in rhyme.
Oh, hello, awesome team. I hold you all in high esteem. I'm Tilly Tonka, here to wish you luck and send you clues if you get stuck. Welcome to my factory. Here is a rhyming room. I've got rhyming sweeties for you all to consume. There will be lots of puzzles, and the more you solve, you know, the more the magic rhyming juice will gradually flow. And if your rhyming sweet is working and your words are taking shape, then the key code comes by magic and you'll make your great escape. Tess, tell us a story. Prepare to transfix a tough situation that you had to fix.
Well, it was a tricky situation, but of my own making. I took my portable game out to a birthday party, half an hour's drive away, and I was 10 minutes into the game when I realised that a crucial piece of kit was missing. In hindsight, I should have just given them the answer and skipped the puzzle, but I wanted them to see the whole game. So there was time for the kids to suspend the game, have their tea and finish the game afterwards. So, stupidly, I dashed back to the escape room, half an hour's drive, got a spare thing, pulled the door behind me and jumped back into the car, only to realise that I had locked my car keys in the building. I phoned various staff to see if they were nearby with their keys. I phoned my husband, who was carrying a coffin at a funeral. Eventually, my daughter had to drive down with spare keys, and eventually I managed to return to the birthday party. But I had a lot of apologising to do that day.
It sounds like your escape room is very homespun, but to make it even better, what have you done?
I've tried to do things differently. People say my games are unique, and I think that is because I had only played one escape room when I wrote mine, so I wasn't particularly influenced by what you're supposed to do. When COVID hit, I designed a portable game which could be hired out. It's called The Lost Traveller, and it takes the form of a rucksack you have to try and get into. The traveller has been bitten by a spider and lost his memory. You have to discover the secrets of the bag and help to restore him to health. I now have 8 identical copies of this bag, so it can be played with groups up to 40, and it's really popular in schools, corporate team days and youth clubs. I'm really proud of this because it is a bit different and innovative, and people seem to love it because even though you are not locked in a room, it is still very physical and hands-on. And, oh, here is the Lost Traveller.
Hello! Luckily I got my memory back, thanks to the clever people who found my rucksack in the woods. That was the best moment of my life. What are your favourite moments, Tess?
Well, one of my favourite things that happens now and again is in Rhyming Room I have a chemical puzzle that looks like this. And what you're supposed to do is mix the powder up, tip it onto this yellow disc here, put these pipes on top, squirt in some liquid, and out of the pipes, certain pipes only, comes some foam, and you have to work out which numbers it comes out of. But what people do is sometimes they don't read the instructions. So what they do is they just take off the lid of the liquid, get the entire pot of powder and tip it in one massive pile, and then it fizzes everywhere and it makes an enormous mess, and it makes me laugh.
If you could change one thing, what would it be?
In the world, I'd eradicate litter. I hate litter. I can't understand why people leave it lying around on the floor. So if I could magically make it all disappear, I would. Escape room change? I'd make escape rooms cheaper so I could play more. I have tried to keep my prices at One Way Out low. They start off cheaper than most, and they're 70 minutes, which makes them among the best, if not the best, in the country.
Do you play escape rooms yourself? And what are your favourites?
Of course, I love to take my team on the occasional play days or weekends away, and my daughter Molly and I love to play together. My favourites are all the games at Extremescape in Disley, in the northwest of England, and we really love the monkeys in Temple Quest at Clue Cracker in Tunbridge Wells.
Well, I'd like to give a shout out to you for inventing all these weird and wonderful characters in your escape rooms. Me too, who knew? And me, I wouldn't be able to do my job without my laboratory. I am an elf from the Christmas tag-along room. Don't forget me. Oh, me, don't forget me. Is there anybody you want to do a shout out to, Tess?
Oh, well, top man Andy King, a self-employed DIY maker of all things from Stone in Staffordshire. He's a family friend who came initially to build a corridor for me and stayed to build just about everything. He is brilliant at taking my ideas and making them happen beyond my expectations. The quality of his work is outstanding. Thanks, Andy. So from all of us at One Way Out, thank you for watching, and do please vote for us. If we win, I'm going to take my team on a weekend away playing escape rooms, maybe even overseas, and open up some discounted games for my lovely players. Thank you.